Here's Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And, of course, Gary Trent. We'll get to see him for the first time playing for the Grizzlies.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Barrett. No good.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
And again, Memphis, no good. To the paint. And stolen by Giddey. All going up court. The dunk by Achua.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Barrett. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Well, David, thank you. We'll be looking for the defensive-minded approach coming in, Greg.
I like that they're focused on getting stops. Gives them the opportunity to turn that defense into offense.
Absolutely, and it keeps the score within reach. It keeps you out of desperation mode at the offensive end. That's never a good way to play.
On the wing, Johnson. And Barrett slams it in.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Giddey. Capella with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Here's Bamba. No good with the triple. Memphis with the ball. Pass to Capella. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Tatum. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, you see Jason Tatum rise above the defense and lead, no doubt.
Pass to George. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the Raptors miss again. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. On the wing, Giddey. Capella with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Grizzlies.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. sinks the triple.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Lets it go with the three. They get it back. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's George. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Inside, Hurdle. The kick out to Walker. Another shot. Toronto grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to George. The 17-footer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got his third basket of the night. Pirtle with the ball. George picks him up. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First game foul. Substitution.
Here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Comes up empty down low. Outside, George. Pass to Valanciunas. Healed right side. To the inside. Here's Hachimura. That one misses. Walker with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Down low. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
With 1 on the clock. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nance outside. Hachimura the screen. Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drops in the tray. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's stolen by Nance. Pass to Hachimura. Inside. Nance outside. Now Booker to the right side. Clock at 6. Hield outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional foul. Replay review. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Into the lane.
The handles have never been in doubt, Josh Giddey. That is pretty.
Raptors leading by 5. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Giddey with it. He's picked up by Nance. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Giddey. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
Out to Nance. Booker looking around. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. On the wing, Heel. Shot clock at 2. His three-pointers off the mark. Memphis trailing here. Outside Tatum. Back to Giddey. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The 6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Pass to Booker. The Raptors rebound. From deep. The offensive rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Right wing. Capella. Pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Here's Barrett. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Good on the triple. Hachimura's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Reed. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Now, Hachimura. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the inside. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 6.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Ball stolen.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Booker will bring it up for the Raptors. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. No good on the triple. Memphis leading. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
Now here's Giddey. Following the miss by Rui Hachimura. And Giddey gets it to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now here is Hachimura. He's got 10. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Hachimura. Fires the 3. That shot no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
They get it back. With the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
And both free throws good for Giddey. Raptors trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Reddish. It's 2-on-1. For the finish. And Reddish with the slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, it's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
Here's Hield. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city... in this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Giddey. 14 points for him.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And Tatum pulls it down. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Out to Nance. A 3 ball. They get it again. Outside, George. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 on the shot clock. Nance, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Pass to Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Toronto calls timeout.
We need you to get right now for your North Side Crew.
.115 left in the third. Nance outside. Now here's Barrett. Nobody near George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 10 points.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Grizzlies look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Short teams out.
Throw good from Walker.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Walker. At the line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Good D by Booker. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Toronto. Healed right side. Pass to Nance. Here's Booker. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Raptors call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And Toronto making a change here. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, U16. up and get loud once again for your Raptors, Lil Bala.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Highland. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Trent gets the bucket.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
Here's Hachimura. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
3 shots.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the second free throw, good.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
And so it's Memphis, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside.
53.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. A kick out to Walker. Memphis moving that ball around. Offensive rebound. Pirtle. And then jammed down as he goes right over Larry Nance Jr.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Pass to Nance. Outside for George. Johnson with it. Guarded by Walker. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Read a screen. Here's Highland.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Johnson, a wide open look. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
Here's Highland. Offline with his 3. Raptors trailed by 11. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Timeout. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Both teams will make substitutions. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in with what George Karl was saying to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
A good look from Hachimura. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Giddey with it. Bamba picks him up. It's stolen by Barrett. Here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
That one drops for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Toronto calls timeout. And Toronto making a change here. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
Raptors trail by 13. In the corner, Bamba with it. Booker with no one around. Connects from three-point range.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Booker. Launches it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Outside Tatum. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Tatum's shot is off. Toronto trailing. Johnson outside. Booker outside. And stolen by Achua. Power down with both hands.
Assisted by. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Engaged, active, and great instincts. RJ doing things on the defensive end and turning it into offense.
First team foul.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. Here's Tatum. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Back to Booker. Johnson outside. Pass to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. The Grizzlies pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Giddey. Tatum down low. And Bamba pulls it down.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Bamba. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.